Hello again, friends. Carlos Scarpero here, VA mortgage specialist with Epic Lending and Military Mortgage Boot Camp. Today, I want to talk to you about a really interesting service I found out about called FinLocker. FinLocker is a financial super app that helps you prepare for homeownership. And so in this video, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration about it, let you know it is free to use, and hopefully it will help you get prepared to be a homeowner if that's something that's important to you. And luckily for you, I'm paying all the costs, so yay. Before I do that though, I'd like to invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, please share it. That way I can help spread the word to more people out there that are interested in buying a house, refinancing, or just getting better at their finances. So I'm gonna put on the share screen for a minute, and you'll end up on a screen like this. This is my FinLocker, create your personal financial account. I know it's not the fanciest thing in the world, but it works. And you might be wondering, well, just because it's not so fancy and doesn't have the fancy graphics, is it legit? Absolutely. It is safe. It is secure. The people that started FinLocker actually have a lot of banking experience, a lot of mortgage experience. When you sign up, they will do a cell phone verification, one of those texts that comes back to you, and then you have to verify the account. Also, once you get signed into the account itself, you'll have to do this third party, where'd you go to high school, favorite animal, that kind of stuff. Those typical security questions that any site has. And so I appreciate that they do this, that it's not just some crazy site. As you can see at the bottom, they do also have an app that you can get for your cell phone. Yeah, right here in Google Play in the App Store. I've not personally used it, but I hear it's really good. So if that's something that interests you, then you can find out about that. So what does FinLocker actually do? Now, this is just a demo account. Obviously, I'm not going to put my personal financial information in here for the whole world to see. And I was trying to figure out a way to do it compliantly without showing anything I shouldn't be showing online. And finally, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to get a blank account. So because of that, not everything's linked up, but you'll get a pretty good feel for what this product's all about. Like I said, it is free. I'm paying for it. I would be your sponsor if you sign up under me. So you can only get it from a loan officer. You can't even just get it directly. So when you first log in for the first time on FinLocker, you're going to get the typical security questions. What's the name of your first car, father's middle name, oldest cousins, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you just go through those, save those. They will let you close those out. And it'll start this process for setting it up. And it has a lot of videos, which are really helpful, enrollments, and just really nice things to help you actually get started. So the best one to start with is credit score. So credit score, you just hit this enroll now button, check a couple boxes. The next screen is going to have you enter your social security number. And it will do a soft pull. It's the exact same technology that Credit Karma. Oh man, it's a little too much for the reminders. Oh my God. As you can see, it does remind you quite a bit. So the first thing it's going to do is going to pop up and invite you to get your credit score. Now, right now, it only pulls from Equifax. My understanding is they're going to change that to TransUnion pretty soon. It is a soft pull, so it doesn't affect your credit score at all. And so it's the exact same technology that Credit Karma uses, and there's other sites where they'll pull your credit, give you kind of an idea. It will also list out your account, just like if you've used Credit Karma or any of those type of Credit Sesame or any of those sites. It'll, typically they'll list your accounts and the last balance that they show. So it'll show those as well to kind of give you an idea. Now, keep in mind that that is the scoring system that Credit Karma uses, which I think is called Vantage 3, which is different than what I'm going to pull when I pull your credit. So the score will be slightly different, but it'll give you kind of a baseline of where to start with and a basic idea of where you are credit-wise. And so right now, it's very, very hard to get approved under a 580. Really, 620 to 640 is really kind of where you need to get started. Obviously, higher credit, easier it is to get approved. If 700 plus, certainly a lot easier, give me a lot more options to help you out. So once you do that, there'll be a dashboard, and we're on the dashboard now, actually. Next, we have accounts. Like I said, I don't have any accounts enrolled. But it's super easy to get started with that. You just press this little plus button. It's going to walk you through. You pick out your bank. I bank at Right Pack Credit Union. They were in there, popped right up. On the other account where I actually have my information on there, it popped right up with no problem within 2 minutes. Did the usual thing where you have to text to your account and match them up and all that kind of stuff. It's going to pop up right here, a screen of all your transactions. If you ever use Mint, you know that it's got a way for you to categorize your spending, see what you're spending your money on. It's very, very similar to the way Mint works, that you can actually see where your money's going and hopefully use that to help you determine how to, oh my gosh, my Facebook's going crazy today. Figure out things to get you started on that. Next, we have budgets and goals. With that, you can create a budget, you can create goals. Hopefully it's a savings goal towards buying a home, since that's what most people are doing with the software. But if you got another goal, maybe to buy a car or college education, you can certainly put those in as well. Next, we have property. Currently, this is only for if you currently own a house and you want to see the valuation. It'll link up to your property. It'll show sold houses in the area, give you an estimate of the home value. And you can also link it to your current mortgage. It'll show your current mortgage rate. And then it'll automatically determine your equity. So if the house is worth 150 and you owe 100, it'll say you have 50,000 in equity. So that's pretty cool. It'll show you exactly how the equity is. There's a couple of refinance tools in there where you can kind of look at what you have payment-wise and see if refinancing makes sense. One of the really great tools I have on here is calculators. It's a home affordability calculator. So it'll show you total payments, HOA fees, tells you estimated closing costs for purchase. One thing I didn't like was that on this calculator, the interest rate set at 4.25, which is a little bit high right now on current rates. But that's okay. I mean, worst thing we can do is under promise and over deliver, right? To get you a much better rate when you actually apply. But it gives you a really good idea of how ready you are to purchase a home and some tips to get started. If you think about paying off your home early, they've got calculators for that. If you think about getting a home equity line credit, it gives you info about that. Or if you want to do a consolidation, you can add your debts and figure out how much you can save by that. And if you have any questions about these things, always give me a call. That's part of my job, is to consult you through those things. Next, we have documents. So this is a really interesting section. With this, you can create folders, store your financial documents within the software. And the really cool thing is once you start applying for the loan, you can actually share those documents. So as you're getting that mortgage, you'll probably need to share those documents with me, because I'm going to ask for everything like any loan officer does. And so it's really easy. It's got one-click sharing and actually one-click application, and you can pop right up, and it makes it so much easier that typically in the process is the hardest thing is the organization. That, I can give people the steps on what they need, but if they're not organized and have step-by-step exactly what they need, that can be frustrating. So being able to have all those documents in one place, and be able to click one button and send that to your loan officer makes it very, very easy. Next, we have education. I love this section. So they have over 140 videos about homeowner education. 140, which I think is insane, which I think is great. And it's not just homes, but auto loans, insurance, paying for college, credit cards. So it really gives you a full spectrum of financial ideas and financial goal setting. So it'll really help you, whatever you need to do financially and whatever you need to educate yourself on. As always, if you don't know, talk to me, or, I know a lot of financial advisors. Sometimes it might make sense for you to actually meet with an actual financial advisor or financial coach to coach you through this stuff. But, until you get to that point, this is a great way to learn these things and educate yourself. Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know, and then you don't know what you want to ask them because you have no clue where to get started. Next, we have the Readiness Assessment. So what this does, the profile is not set up, but if that was set up, what you can do with that is it'll tell you how ready you are for home ownership. And that's very helpful because it'll give you a checklist, and it checks off exactly what you need to do, exactly how you need to get started, and how you can prepare to be a homeowner. So that is the tour of FinLocker. I hope you learned a lot from the tour. As always, if you have any questions about any sort of mortgage related need, feel free to reach out to me at cscarpero.com or at 937-572-3713. I am currently licensed in Ohio and Kentucky. However, if you're outside those areas, I'm connected to loan officers all around the country that can help. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.